Have you ever wondered what our planet was like long before humans, or even dinosaurs, roamed the Earth? Let's rewind the clock billions of years to the very beginning. Imagine a world of fire and water, a young Earth with vast oceans and fiery volcanoes spewing steam into a thick, hazy atmosphere. For millions of years, this was our home, a beautiful but empty stage, waiting for the first actors to appear. Then, about 540 million years ago, something incredible happened. Deep beneath the waves, life burst forth in a dizzying array of strange and wonderful forms. This was the Cambrian explosion. The oceans teemed with creatures straight out of a sci-fi movie, trilobites with their armored bodies scuttling along the seafloor, and the fearsome Anomalocaris, one of the first great predators, gliding through the water. It was a chaotic, beautiful underwater ballet that set the stage for everything to come. As we move into the Ordovician and Silurian periods, the oceans became even more diverse. The first fish, clumsy and jawless, appeared, weaving through the earliest coral reefs. But the real revolution was happening at the water's edge. Tiny, brave green plants began to conquer the land, clinging to rocks and transforming the barren continents. For the first time, Earth started to wear a coat of green. Life was testing new ground, literally. Next up is the Devonian, famously known as the Age of Fishes. The oceans were now dominated by giants like the Dunkleosteus, a massive armored fish with a bite powerful enough to crush bone. But amidst this underwater spectacle, a monumental leap was being made. One brave creature, a primitive amphibian, wriggled out of the water and took its first breath of air. This single awkward crawl from water to land was a giant leap for all future land animals, including us. Now, picture a world from a fantasy novel. Welcome to the Carboniferous period. Earth was covered in vast, steamy swamp forests with trees towering hundreds of feet into the sky. And the air? It was thick with oxygen, allowing insects to grow to horrifying sizes. Imagine dragonflies with 2-foot wingspans zipping past your head and millipedes as long as a car crawling through the undergrowth. It was a lush, green, and slightly terrifying world, a time when insects were giants. But the party couldn't last forever. The climate began to change, becoming drier and cooler. The great swamp forest shrank, and new creatures rose to prominence during the Permian period. This was the age of reptiles and our own distant relatives, the mammal-like reptiles. Creatures like the famous Dimetrodon, with its incredible sail-like fin, weren't dinosaurs but belonged to a group that would eventually lead to mammals. They thrived in this new, harsher world. Then, disaster struck. The largest mass extinction event in Earth's history, the Great Permian Extinction, or the Great Dying. Massive volcanic eruptions choked the skies with ash, plunging the world into darkness and poisoning the oceans. An estimated 95% of all species vanished forever. It was a planetary apocalypse, a near-total reset button on life. But life is resilient. From the ashes of this cataclysm, Earth slowly began to heal. The sun broke through the clouds, and new forests started to grow. In the shadows, the survivors of the Great Dying began to evolve, and new giants were waiting in the wings. A new era was dawning, the Age of Dinosaurs. What happened next? Well, that's a story for another time. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to follow for more epic journeys through time.